All right, what's going on, y'all? Been a fun week, hasn't it? I've kind of enjoyed what's going on. Hopefully, it'll get better.
That was an evil laugh.
Yeah. It is fun watching those Democrats spin, but we're going to get into that in just a minute. First, I want to see who we got in the house with us tonight. First one in was Texas Raider. Yeah. Glenn Anderson is with us. Metal Textiles in the house. Patriot Ordnance wants to say hello to everybody. All right. Buzz Runner's with us. Craig, Hamcation is coming up, right? Is that this weekend or next weekend? But I know it's coming up. I saw an ad for it today on social media. Lynn Stalker's in the house. Good to see you, girl. Debbie Jones. Linda Farrow and Wanda Landry. Got all my cheerleaders here tonight. That's fantastic. Come on down. There's Husky Mama right there. Have you tried out that little Bursa yet? Get out there and shoot it. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Don't put junk ammo in it. Get some good ammo. And I got some great news about guns and ammo coming up here in just a few minutes. For you folks that might not know. J1's back with us. There's Craig talking about Hamcation right there. It starts tomorrow, so it's this weekend. All right. Don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I might. We'll see what's happening. I called out Raider, didn't I? Texas Raider. Yep, there's Hill Bill. Montana's representing. That's right. Come on down. Pauline back. We haven't seen you in a while. I am so glad to see you back. And there's the man right there. That right there is the phenomenon from the Midwest. My man Rural. Need to go over and check him out. We had a good time last night on his live stream. It's every Wednesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So, yeah, going over there and check that out next week if you hadn't. Or you can hit his channel up. He does something every day, almost every day. Let me get this right. Demo Man Don. Thank you for being here, brother. And that's Philip. That's my real brother right there. Ginger and River's with him. Hey, River, what's going on, buddy? Appreciate you dropping in to watch me. I'm going to have to be good because you're watching. I have to watch what I have to say, what I say. There's happy to see you. All right. And Son is back. We got a good bunch in here. Yeah, early too. There's Michelle J right there. Yep. Good to see you, girl. Come on down. Who else we got down? There's Nick L, my man right there. Yeah. Good to see all of you folks. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're enjoying what's going on in our nation's capital as much as I am, because it's fun to watch those heads explode. But we're going to get more into that here in just a little bit. But speaking of explosions, I want to show you something. Ask you if you remember this right here. So number one, something you probably never even imagined. There will be a volcano, a major volcano, somewhere in the United States in 2025 that people need to actually prepare for or be ready to evacuate away from.
That's in our country.
Mm-hmm. It will be within our country somewhere.
So not a tsunami from someone.
Well, we're about to get into that. Just hang on.
Wasn't that the same thing?
It might happen. You never know. It might be an underwater volcano. It's number two kind of goes into this.
Genesis says, I was going to say Yellowstone in April.
There we go. Now let's get a pool going.
Yeah, right.
We need to do that.
But it might be, off the coast, to create a tsunami or, something like that, and it will affect the United States. Y'all remember that? Remember that? I said I was swinging for the fences when I was doing the predictions for 2025. I didn't pick all that easy stuff like a lot of other people did. All of mine were just like major stuff, right? Well, guess what? Bam! Right there. That was released on Tuesday on Fox Weather from the California Science Institute. There's an underwater volcano off the coast of Washington. It has grown 800 feet since they measured it last year. It's off the ocean floor. It's at 3,500 feet now. And like I said, it's grown 800 feet in a year. So you know what I'm going to do? Pat myself on the back.
Oh my God.
Thank goodness it hadn't blown yet, but it looked like it might. I mean, that's massive growth in a volcano in 1 year. So the people up in the Northwest and along the West Coast, they probably need to be keeping an eye on that. That one right there could get nasty quick. And when it goes, you know, it'll just be like, bam, it happened. So you need to be ready to go. But another major shakeup in the United States is this right here. Waffle House is charging a 50-cent surcharge on every egg plate they sell to try to offset the cost of the rising cost of eggs. And that's nationwide. It don't affect any of their other menu items. But when you order a dinner or breakfast or whatever with egg on it, then you're going to pay that 50-cent surcharge. And I don't blame them, because we went out shopping today. Eggs getting tremendously high. It's crazy. I think the government has killed, I think they said 3 million birds last year, all laying hens. Wonder why this bird flu don't affect pigeons, or, you know, it don't affect stuff like, you know, just regular birds. It just, you know, attacks chickens and cows and humans. Kind of strange. But if you go to Waffle House, you're going to have to pay a little extra for that.
Clint Anderson says that if your lips were longer, you could kiss yourself. Good call on the volcano.
Yeah. Let's hope it don't actually boom. Okay. I would hate to see that, but like I said, I was just swinging for the fences, reaching the craziest predictions I could, and it looked like I might have hit one of them. But let's see what's going on right here. Army recruiting in December set a record after the election. The Army missed their mark. As a matter of fact, all of the military missed their recruitment marks the year before by almost 30%. But in December, the U.S. Army set a recruiting record, signing an average of 350 new recruits a day.
Wow.
Which is awesome. You know, we got young people here in the United States. They want to be patriots. They want to do what they, you know, it's in them to step up and take care of this country and protect you and me. But they're not going to do it under, you know, an administration like that last one we had. But as soon as we got a president in there that they knew would have their back, boom, they rushed out there, started signing up. And that was just the Army. That's the only numbers I saw on the Army. Hadn't seen one for the Air Force, the Navy, or anything like that. So I'm pretty sure they probably went up too. And that's a great thing. We owe all of them a gratitude, a debt of gratitude for stepping up like that. They don't have to. But, you know, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for doing that for us.
Somebody just said, Jack Sparron said that Cracker Barrel's charging 50 cents an egg too.
Cracker Barrel too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that don't surprise me. But what did we have that was fun this week? Oh, I got to share a little fun with you. Shoot, I can't do it. I ain't got room for it yet. Let me take that out right there. Hang on, I'm doing something here, guys. You're going to enjoy this, believe me. Something that happened here that was rather hilarious.
Uh-oh, here it comes.
This right here. That is my workbench. Now, Lady Prepper came to me the other day and said, "Hey, can I use your workbench for one of my projects?" I said, "Sure, babe, go right ahead." Yeah, Mr. Nice Guy, right? A couple hours later, I go out there tinkering around, and this is what I found. That's my workbench. It's purple and pink and white and whatever that other color is there, lavender or something, I don't know. But that's what I ran into right there.
That's his Valentine present.
Yeah. That's what I found when I went out there to go to work. So that was a lot of fun.
At least I asked first.
Yes, she did. She asked. She sure did. Yeah, Earl thinks that's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll send her up there to work on your workbench next time. Hank's back. All right. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it so much. Yeah. But another one of them one of them Democrats that's going to stand up to the president. He's not doing that in my state. Don't know if you guys heard about this or not. The New Jersey governor, Phil Murphy, he got on one of the local TV shows or something. He's trying to show how much of a man he is. And he said that he had an illegal immigrant in his house and he dared him to come try to do something about it. Well, now his office has released a statement that says people just didn't understand him. That's not really an illegal immigrant. It's a legal immigrant that's confused about what Donald Trump's going to do. So there we go. Just like J.D. Pritzker last week, what did I say? A man with a paper ass. That's what he is. He likes to talk a big game, but he can't back it up. And these guys, I don't know if you heard about it, but Donald Trump, Tom Holman filed a suit in federal court today charging J.D. Pritzker with interfering with official federal police business. So they're going after him. Hopefully this guy will be next. Hopefully they'll go out there and get him. But talking about those geniuses, speaking of those geniuses in the Democrat Party right here, we all remember this little, this gentleman, David Hogg. You can see right there in the little narrative there, it says he was a survivor of the shooting at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School here in Florida. Back, how long ago has that been? 10 years ago, maybe. But the DNC elected him as a vice chair for their organization. That's how smart they are. And the part about him being a survivor of that shooting, that's a lie. Don't know if you guys remember what really happened. It finally came out. He was at home when the shooting went down. He saw it on the news and he got on his little bike and he hurried down there to school to get in front of them TV cameras. You know, he made out like he was there, but then the truth came out. He really wasn't. But then his story changed to he wanted to hurry and get there to see who he could help, try to help out. But when I see a news organization say he was a survivor of that attack, it pisses me off because it's a lie. He's not. Got a hit right here, guy. Now let's get on to the fun part. I mean, you're going to love everything I'm about to tell you right here, I promise you. First off is this right here. Yesterday, the Democrats went crazy because Trump just totally shut down USAID department and exposed them for what the things they're paying for. And these Democrats are supporting it. They're going nuts that all of these crazy expenses were cut. They don't care that you had to pay taxes to pay for this crap. There's a list of just some of the stuff that they paid for. Now, Democrats don't care if you have to work 2 jobs to pay your taxes to send it to these programs in countries all over the world. And they're all just like, that LGBTQ stuff, how you say that? All that queer stuff. All these programs for all that queer stuff. Well, they don't care if you have to work 2 or 3 jobs to pay it. They want you to pay it. And they're pissed off because Trump shut that money off. They're blaming it on Elon Musk. And they're all saying, nobody voted for Elon. He shouldn't be doing this. You know, he's not in charge of anything. Well, I guess he is. Looks like he is. And I bet you some people did vote for him. Because in the last month of Donald Trump's campaign, that was one of the things he brought up in every speech. He was going to hire Elon Musk to do audits of all these federal departments and cut out all the waste. Somebody might have voted for him. But here's a question I got for those people that want to say that. Now, this department they closed, this USAID, they had 10,000 employees. Those employees were deciding where the money was going, which program it went to, which country it went to. Nobody voted for them. Do they have the right to take your tax money and send it over there and do that across? No. And nobody voted for them. But what surprises me is nobody in the media has pointed that out, not even on the conservative channels. I haven't seen anybody say that the people that were spreading that money out, nobody voted for them either. But that's just the way I look at it. I could be wrong, but some of these things, let me pop that back up there. 16 million for institutional contractors and gender development offices. Nothing specific there, but $16 million went there. How about the Bureau of Reliance, Environment, and Food Security? Does that sound like something real to you? $12 million went there. Another $6 million went to the Center of Excellence. Sounds like made up stuff to me, but maybe that's just how somebody like AOC, if you remember when she went to Washington in 2019, she was complaining that she couldn't afford to live there. The rent was too high. Guess what her net worth is now? $16 million. 5 years, she's worth $16 million, making $192,000 a year in Congress. How does that happen? Tell you how it happens. The Democrats were using this department as a slush fund to distribute money and kickbacks to the people that supported the Democratic Party. That's how somebody making $192,000 a year, gets millions of dollars in just 5 years. That's where the money went. And that's what the Democrats are afraid of. All of this will be exposed. They don't care who the people overseas that they say this money went to. They don't give a damn about that. They're just afraid the money's going to leave back to them and they're going to get exposed. That's what they're complaining about. That's what they're afraid of. So hopefully that will happen. I'm praying that it will, because I honestly believe that's what that department was set up for. To launder money for, the Democratic Party. And all those supposed made up companies and things that it went to. Another one I couldn't believe, $150 million for a Sesame Street kind of TV show in Iraq. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? There's not 150 million televisions in that country. There's no way they had enough viewers to even support something like that. That's just straight up crap. That's made up crap. Hopefully all of that will shake out and the truth will be known, because I think that's what's happening. But I could be wrong. Got a new one. No, there's KT. KT's back. Thank you so much.
It's my girl tomorrow.
Yep. Lady Prepper will be there to see you tomorrow. Got to take care of my girl. All right. See, I done ran it 20 minutes here, and I didn't mean to go that long on that, but I did. So let me move on. Here comes the good, really fun part, guys. I don't know if a lot of you heard about this. A federal judge has ruled that the ban on machine guns for citizens is unconstitutional. That's right. The ATF had a case against a guy. Where was that? Oh, that light's killing me right there. In Kansas? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went to court and the judge threw it out and said that there's nothing in the Constitution that says machine guns are unconstitutional. So we're going to have to see how this one shakes out. Now, you're not going to be able to run out and buy you a machine gun. I know that, because this is going to have to go through the court system. But it is the first step to get things headed that way. If you remember back in the day, I think it was 86. Oh, excuse me. Ronald Reagan made machine guns legal for about a month or maybe a month and a half. And of course, the anti-gunners, jumped on there and they got the lawsuits going, got it run through court. And then, of course, we got the law we have now that, yes, automatic weapons are illegal for the average citizen. But they're trying to turn this over, and I like seeing that. I truly do. But honestly, if I wanted one, I would have one. It's so easy to change a semi-automatic weapon to a fully automatic weapon. But hopefully they'll do this legally, and we can do things that way. Well, let's bring it on home, a little closer to home here now on the firearms. I follow Casey DeSantis on X. That's our governor's wife. And she put out, I guess we call it a tweet still, over on X, that, she supports the open carry of firearms here in Florida. And then, of course, Ron jumped on board there and said it would be great if they could put that on his desk before his term's over. He has promised that he would sign an open carry. But the rhinos here in Florida are never going to let that happen. The majority of our state legislatures are rhinos. Weak, very weak. But he's putting the push on. He's actually putting a push on to try to get it done. So I want to thank him for that. But he did do something that they couldn't stop. And this is the part that's beautiful for everybody that lives here in Florida that's watching this. Starting on Memorial Day, we're going to have a no sales tax on firearms and ammo from Memorial Day all the way through the 4th of July. He signed that order the other day. It's in a bill that it's in a budget proposal bill, but he's pretty much said he would sign an executive order if that didn't pass. So that's going to be a done deal right there. So if you're in the market for any kind of firearms or ammo, stocking up on your ammo, wait till Memorial Day, because you can save that tax on all of those products, which will save you a lot of money. So hopefully that'll come around. I mean, it will happen. He said that's going to happen. So we'll see how that shakes out. But that looks good to me because I can always use some more freedom seeds. No such thing as having too much, unless you're trying to swim with it. Then you might have a problem. But I just thought some of that 2A news would be good to pass along. But, when that does come about, make sure you get out there, stock up, tell your friends, whoever, that's in your group, let them know. Another thing I wanted to touch on here is your group, your MAG. Rural touched on it in a video. And one thing that I wanted to add to that is when you're choosing people for your group, be careful. Make sure you know them. Make sure they have a skill that will actually, be something that'll be beneficial to you and your group. You don't want anybody just slacking. You don't want any slackers. You might want one, maybe two, depending on how many supplies you have, because you do have to have somebody to dig a latrine. You have to have somebody to bear the trash. So just be careful when you are choosing your MAG members, team members. That's very important. But I think that's all I got for you tonight, guys. I wanted to pass along, especially that thing about the ammo and the no sales tax. That's coming up soon. Make a list, do an inventory, see what you need. I'm going to recommend that you have a very, very, very minimum of 1,000 rounds for each firearm you have. 1,000 rounds. You want to keep that level at the very minimum. I'm not going to tell you a maximum because I don't believe there's a maximum. Get all you can get. I'm not going to tell you what I stock. I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to tell you the minimum that you could possibly get away with. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for being here with me. I love every one of you. I truly do. like I said, be on the lookout for those prices here in Florida. Save us a lot of money. All right, get out there, talk to your friends and neighbors. I'm going to do a series of videos coming up on bugging in. I'm going to do it a little more in depth than what I've done before. Probably be 3 or 4 in the series. Hopefully they'll help you out. But I think it's something we all need to work on. A lot of people, they got no options. They won't be able to bug out. So hopefully this will help them out. But one more thing. I did a short video on how the Postal Service cut off the small packages coming out of China because they weren't sure how that would relate to the tariff thing. Well, they've lifted that. They are taking normal shipments out of China now. So it's back to normal. So, all righty then. Let's get out of here and enjoy the rest of this night. Thank you all for being here. I love every one of you. Stay strong, keep prepping, and pray for the USA. The Orlando Prepper is out.